What's up, my crypto legends? The price of Bitcoin absolutely collapsing, as you can see here on the chart. Currently trading at $19,600 range. We're going to talk about the major levels on the higher time frames to see where we could potentially get some kind of bounce or a consolidation, and we're also zooming in on the lower time frames to see what is happening with Bitcoin. Yesterday we talked about a major trading setup here at the $21,700 range. Okay, this was right over here. Of course, we did take a look at this long position all the way to the target and then potentially re-entering that short position. If anybody got into this short, has been making an absolute killing, mentioned on yesterday's live stream. But today we're going to take a look at the higher time frames, lower time frames, and take a look at potentially new setups for the next coming days. Make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin crypto. I also do live streams to connect with the community. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything that I send. If you do so, do your own research, and let's dive in here straight into the chart, guys, because here on the 4 hourly we can see that we absolutely collapsed from this support level. No kind of an ascending, accumulating cylinder or any of that. We just broke the support and having this major collapse. Of course, we want to concentrate on our day trades, on our scalping, okay, to make those gains. There was a day trade yesterday. It could have turned into a massive swing trade here. We were very much aware that that possible collapse, okay, on the verge of a collapse was very, very likely. So what we do have here, if we do take a look at the textbook, okay, target range, we're not going to pay much attention on this, guys, but overall we need to consider it, right? We get the width of the broadening wedge from that breakout. We are looking at the price of Bitcoin at about 18,600, 18,700. That is a potential target that we could reach here in the next coming days. So far we're going to take a look at some other levels where the price could bounce, where the price could get rejected. Okay, this is on the higher time frame, sorry. So right, as you can see, we're just blasting through, these zones over here. I mean, this didn't hold as support, nothing at all. We just broke through yesterday like if it was a hot knife on butter, okay? So what we're going to talk about right now is where could the price of Bitcoin get a stop, get a consolidation on the higher time frames, okay? I am looking for other scalp and day trade scenarios, but I want to know where the price could potentially consolidate and get a bounce on the higher time frames for my short time frame trades. So right over here, I'm interested, okay, I'm not interested in the levels. As you can see, I've got a clean chart right now because all of the levels of resistance, then, we're just way too low here, and I want to take a look at support levels at the moment. Not interested in this range at this moment. I'm more interested in these zones over here where the price could get a bounce. Well, of course, the first thing that I'm going to get is the fixed volume profile in this range, okay, to take a look at the volume that we have in this range. Not too interested at this range over here because we're still relatively far away, okay, but if we continue falling like this, then yeah, we could be reaching there in about 1 or 2 days. Overall, I want to see where the price could get a major bounce on the higher time frames, right? So far we do have this point of control, okay, from this massive range. It is actually the point of control from the entire range here, looking from June of 2022 till today. All right, so we're almost looking at almost 1 year, right? It's about 10 months, all right, of price action. As we can see here on the chart, that point of control is all the way down here at $19,000. So I'm very much interested. I'm going to get here a horizontal line, knowing, this is the point of control from this range, okay? So we're going to say macro point of control, all right? Macro point of control here. And that is a major level. Not only that, okay, I'm going to take a look here at Fibonacci levels. There are 2 pivot zones here where I can take a look at Fibonacci on the retracement, okay? Of course, we have this one right over here, this pivot, okay, from this round consolidation to the high. We can see we're just about hitting the 61865 at this moment. If we take a look at this pivot low to the high, it is slightly lower, but we've got point of control and 61865 ranges, okay, from 2 pivot levels, as you can see on the chart. So this zone is very interesting here at the $19,000 range to potentially consolidate on the higher time frames. Not much more to say. We are actually, in a kind of falling knife. So I wouldn't be too worried about, When are we going to consolidate? We know it doesn't matter. As soon as we start forming sideways action and a slightly sign of strength, then we'll consider, potentially some long opportunities. But for the moment, this is just falling down, okay, as we speak. Remember, for those experienced traders, my favorite crypto trading platform that I've been using for the last few years is Bybit. You can claim $30,000 at the rewards hub and trade with the bonus and keep the profits, of course. This bonus can be claimed at the rewards hub depending on what you deposit, guys. Bybit, link is down below in the description. So we want to take a look at the lower time frames, guys. And the lower time frames, wow, absolutely amazing. Yesterday was absolutely incredible. Okay, very nice trading day. I did not trade a short here when I was doing the live stream. This was on a live stream here. We talked about this short scenario from that $21,800 range with your stop loss above this high. You're holding some of this position. You're absolutely making a killing here. Now, let's go through right away, okay? So, I mean, this is old news right over here. Old news, we don't want to take a look. This was yesterday's trade. Let's see what happened. I did actually trade some scenarios here, and let's keep this educational, okay? I'm just going to keep this a little bit educational because I did manage to get into some scalp positions here in this range as we were dropping, okay? This was a massive cascade to the downside. We don't want to fight the trend. We want to try and get in these little bounces. And you might think to yourself, how can you get into these bounces? Wouldn't you wait for a larger retracement to get into a trade? Well, when we're using a volume strategy, guys, we can zoom in on the 1 minute time frame, and the volume strategy works, it's a golden strategy, guys, and you are learning it here on the YouTube videos and live streams, basically. So what I'm interested here, okay, when we are trending down like this aggressively, okay, and I can show you, where I did get into the trade scalp. You have a massive move down here with high volume, right? I'm interested in the high volume spikes. Of course, these spikes are immense, right? They're massive, big spike volume. But you got, I'm interested in the high volume spike ranges, right? As you can see here on the chart. So what we got here from this low range, okay, from the massive volume that we had, you can see it right over here, okay? This is where I entered a scalp position, and it played out really nicely. You got to say, volume level here, respected level as support, broke down here with relatively high volume as well. Okay, there's no volume here, no volume there. As you can see on the chart, nice volume breakout. Where do we reject and come back down and test the lows? Yes, we reject from that high volume node. Simple as. We're following the trend. We're getting into these scalps. I missed out big time on this short position, but it doesn't matter, guys. There's opportunities every single hour, every single day. So, I missed out on this beautiful short mentioned on the live stream, but overall, it doesn't matter. I'm a scalper. I'm a day trader. There's massive trade opportunities during the day or the next day. It doesn't matter. So, just keeping it simple. We're falling aggressively here. You get in, you get out, okay? You get in, you get out. Stop loss below, above the last lower high, okay? The risk to reward on these scalps are not huge, but it is what it is. But if you're playing high probability trade scenarios and setups, then overall you're going to win, even 70 to 80% of the times. So that is just a little bit of education right there, okay? Just showing you the volume, the price is moving down. Let's not fight the trend. At the current moment, what is happening with Bitcoin? Still falling aggressively. I mean, hey, look at this. You've got the volume strategy right over here as well, playing to perfection. Shall we get a box here? Let's take a look at this high volume right there, which is this low, and this high volume range. We've got a little bit of a high volume here, but not breaking anything. The high volume is right down here, guys, as you can see, right? Let me just zoom in right over here. Keep this educational. High volume on that movement down, right? Where is it from? Where does it get rejected? High volume range. We get a box like this. Guess what, guys? Price is breaking through the low range. You bounce, you reject to this level, you come back down and test the lows, as you can see on the chart. Hey, it really looks simple, doesn't it? Well, it is simple, guys. You just need to be there in front of the chart. I did not trade any of this. I only traded this movement down here on that scalp scenario that I just shared. Hey, profits are profits, right? So, yeah, let's just dive in here and check out what has happened, guys. You know, there's no real sign of strength. Of course, what happened here, you're forming massive lower highs, you're forming a big support level, you're forming a descending triangle, as you can see here. Bang, bang. You have this price action, bang, 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 descending triangle with lower highs. You've got a nice, massive support level here, exactly at 19,770. Hey, this is a level that I would be paying attention to. There's not a huge amount of volume. There is some volume, not a huge amount. We have broken this zone. If we were to get that bounce up here to this range, you know, we are likely to retest it as resistance, the 19,770, you know, looking at the lower time frames, to come back down and test the lows. I wouldn't think that the price would get up here, these lower highs over here. So, yeah, basically, you know, you're looking, you know, not a huge risk to reward, but you're looking for the lows to be tested. All right. If we do get that consolidation at 19,790, 800 range for more continuation to the downside, we just got a little bit of a bounce right now. Not much to said, guys. I will be doing a live stream afterwards. We'll be taking a look at some setups. Prices just falling and falling. Stay extremely cautious. I am looking for lower, okay? If we do take a look at Fibonacci, point of control, big levels here, you know, the projected move from this ascending broadening wedge, the likely scenario is that lower is likely, even hitting 19,000 and below $19,000. Higher time frame, I'm looking for the price to get a reaction at this $19,000 range. For the moment, just looking for scalps. Stay cautious when you're scalp longing, guys. Scalping shorts is much better in this downtrend, okay? There will be a moment, there will be a massive, you know, kind of reversal or dead cat bounce, so stay cautious with those short squeezes. Get into the scalp, get into the trend, guys. I will do a live stream afterwards. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.